Hello, welcome back to Big Mood.
Hi.
I'm Nikki.
I'm Tiff.
I'm Gina, trying to figure out where to put this pillow.
And I'm just get rid of the goddamn pillow.
Get rid of it. Break up with it.
Break up with it. Break up.
We are bringing back our breakup format today where you submit your situations and we'll tell you whether or not you should break up.
Yeah, because our advice trumps anything else in the world.
Just listen to us.
Not the truth, not your emotions.
We mostly want to make sure, we just don't want you to get hurt, baby.
Yeah.
That's all.
We're your big sisters. We're your aunties.
This would be our advice if you were coming to us and you were our little sister.
Yeah.
No matter how old you are.
Right.
Yep.
Right. So I like to preface this by saying, like, don't take advice from people you don't want to be like. So, you know, obviously, if you don't want to be like us, don't take our advice. And our
Exactly.
advice isn't probably...
Or do the opposite of whatever life like you don't want the most, like do the opposite of what they say.
Right. But then, you know, if you came to us, this is literally what we would tell you.
Yeah, you came and asked us.
So
you
it's
asked
your fault.
us.
You asked us. It's your fault.
And
wanted
if you
this.
have a situation that you would like to submit sometime in the future, be sure you're following the Big Mood Girls Instagram.
Yep.
Because that is where we are getting these questions from.
Yes.
These
And
were
also,
DM to us.
the DMs are open for everyone, not just women.
Oh, true. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, men too.
Just
Men,
ignore
all you hot boys out there, little single boys.
Do you remember that song, the Hot Boys song? Or am I just...
Bobby Schmurda?
Yeah.
Was it Schmurda?
I think so. I don't know, but it was like
making up
that.
sounds.
Anyways.
I'm like, now I want to hear it. Just
Well,
do
I'll
it.
play it in between. I'm not, yeah.
Look, she's playing
she's
it in her
jamming.
head.
Yeah, play it out loud.
Put the volume up in your brain so I can hear it out of your ear.
You're so
We're like
cute.
looking at her closer just to like see if we can hear it. All right, are you ready for the first situation,
Yes, I love these.
ladies?
Do it.
I just hope this one won't upset us like last time, because last time we did this, I was pissed
Yeah.
at these situations.
Oh, you'll
My
probably
God.
be pissed.
Oh, Lord.
Usually,
Yeah.
I feel like this series is going to be mostly, at least on my end, saying break up.
Yeah, Jess starts
Because if
pissed.
you're questioning, yeah, I'm already upset. Because if it's a girl and she's like, hey, I'm kind of having a break up.
Yeah. We're done.
But, you know, we'll entertain it.
Yeah.
Pack it up.
Should you stay or should you go?
Back to the streets. I love
I
it.
miss it.
Yeah, you missed
yeah.
it. You
Sorry,
weren't there.
Nikki, you
Oh,
missed
that's
it.
right. That's right. I tell them to pack up their shit and we're going back to the streets.
I missed the last time they did this because I had COVID.
Yeah.
fucking loser. What a nerd.
You look so cute right now.
I know.
Talk about other people's problems.
You look so cute when you fake cry.
Thank you.
Nikki looks like royalty today. Look at the pump
I
sleeve.
made some choices.
If you're
okay?
not watching this
Right.
episode, you should.
Yeah.
'Cause look at this.
We're in a
bitch.
pantalones right now, and I'm like, I'm gonna experiment with my style.
In the middle of a pescado?
Yes.
And
My
fish.
goodness. Yeah.
Pants and fish, guys.
I want to talk to you like Game of Thrones this whole day. You look great. You
The
look
North
so good.
remembers.
Yeah. Look at your Grace. She looks beautiful today.
Or like Bridgerton, whatever.
Yeah,
I haven't
more-
seen that
yeah.
show, but I'm
I love
guessing
that
that's what
I haven't
that's.
seen it yet.
I love it.
Oh, I tried to watch it. Anyway, okay. My boyfriend of 5 years spent 48 hours Friday to Sunday night with a friend's younger sister whose birthday it was.
Break up.
He basically
sorry. I'm trying to. I'll hold it back. I'll be
Hold
quiet.
it back,
Okay, I'll be
Jess.
quiet.
He basically didn't talk to me the whole time and admitted to staying up
5
all
years?
night talking with her. This was 2 weeks after my grandfather passed away. And when I told my boyfriend while he was gaming, he just sort of went, okay, like it was no big deal. Didn't console me or pause his game.
Yeah.
I've seen
Okay, first of all, we can't pause some games, okay? Let's lay
Yeah,
that to rest
the
right
games
now.
don't
all right?
pause
We don't
anymore.
pause, Mom.
This isn't 1997.
well, he should have allowed himself to get killed so he could
That's
console
true.
his
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Unless it's ranked. Okay, go ahead.
This is 5 years. Okay.
Gina's here to take up for the Game of Boys.
I got you guys.
Okay, I've seen the way they text and talk to each other. It's not in a brotherly, friendly way. It's very flirty, and sometimes he will get mad if I just see her name pop up on his phone screen, but he tells me I'm just paranoid. Should we break up?
the gaslighting.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good couch over here. You and me. Oh, yeah.
The
Okay.
fire couch
Yeah,
over
the fire
there.
couch over here.
Should we break up? I think he's cheating on me with this younger woman. She's 19. He's 32.
Oh!
He's
break
known
up.
her since she was 12.
Oh!
Groomer.
We have fought too much, and many things are said about him. For example, that he has had sex with some people while he has been. Wait, sorry, that's a different one. No,
Oh, okay. wait. So which part of the
he's known her since she was 12. Should
Okay.
we break up?
girl?
Jeez.
Oh, God. Okay, so you've brought it up to him multiple times, and not only did he...
Or was it just the one time during the game while he was playing his video game?
No, that was her.
That was when the grandpa
Wait.
died.
What was the
Wait.
beginning of the story? Because now I'm
The beginning of
5
the
years.
story is that they were together for 5 years.
Yeah.
Here's the facts. Together for 5 years, this guy goes and spends 48 hours straight with his friend's little sister. whose
Who's
birthday
19.
whose birthday it was. Yeah, she just turned 19.
They spent 48 hours together.
I mean, 19 is an important age, so I get
Yeah.
why they celebrated so
Right.
long.
No, but then also I want to know more details. Like, who else was there? Or was it just the two of them?
Tiff, does it matter though?
Yeah, and he didn't even contact his girlfriend for 2 days.
Yeah.
If I don't get
He
contacted
went missing for
yeah.
2 days with a 19-year-old.
And he admitted to staying up talking all night with her 2 nights.
That's
Oh,
very
yeah,
that's very
that's
intimate.
already-
Even if it's not
no.
sexual,
Yes.
it's very intimate.
Right.
already
No, no,
crossing
no,
too
no,
many
no.
boundaries.
and still not communicating with your girl. Your girl comes first. Communication is key.
Yeah, and she's mourning too, you
Yeah.
fucking asshole.
And then
What
instead
the
of
fuck?
reassuring her when the text messages come up, he gets mad
Right.
and says that she's paranoid.
That's defensive.
huge red flags.
Gaslighting.
is
So
guilty.
many red flags.
And when she brings it up, he just goes, eh. Like, no, you don't just
Yeah.
problem like that.
You fucking hug me.
Yeah. Oof.
he's not there emotionally with you, but he'll spend 48 hours talking with this other girl and fucking whatever
Being with
emotional
her.
shit they're, discussing. But when you need it, he's not there for it.
Yeah. I think you're a comfort for him. I'm sorry. And it sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks to hear. Because
You're-
5 years, he's just like, I'm comfortable.
Right.
But I'm not, you're not exciting.
Mhm.
And also, he's only thinking about getting his own needs met. He doesn't care about what your needs are.
Yep.
And
Gross.
people who don't actively work out a problem with you instead of just brushing it off and saying that you're crazy, not a growth partner, not worth it. Pack it up.
Pack it up.
Back to the streets.
Back to the streets.
Yeah, I think you should go.
Yeah, same. I mean, I wanted to know more details, but there's obviously some red flags.
When you want to know more details, like what would make that situation okay for you, I guess. So like if he did disappear for 48 hours, you lost contact, say it was your husband, you lost contact
Well,
for 2 days.
the fact that we're married changes things.
Okay, so this was before you and Casey got married.
before
If he disappeared
because we
for
were
2
together
days-
for 5 years. Just
Yeah, you
boyfriend,
guys were
girlfriend.
together
We got
for a while.
engaged on our 5th year anniversary, but. Yeah, so I don't know. Like he disappears. Is this a pattern of his that he likes to hang out with his friends a lot? It usually, like does he not just because this one particular girl is involved? Like, has he done this in the past? Like that's something
like
I would
bro
want to know.
weekends where he goes
Yeah, exactly.
golfing and then you don't hear from him.
Exactly. And then the fact that this girl, like he's known her since she was 12. So I guess like family friend, like it's his friend's sister. His friend's
So like,
sister.
are we
so there's,
jumping
like,
to a conclusion that it was a sexual interest at 12 where it could have just been
Yeah.
a brotherly interest at 12?
Right, exactly. So then that's what I'm trying to like consider, right? But then the other factors here where it's like he's brushing her off, he's getting defensive, he's not there for her when she's mourning. Like there's so many other signs there that is just clear
Right.
cut. Like he doesn't give a fuck about you.
It's easy to
He's-
jump to conclusions
Yeah.
because everything around the actions
Yeah.
don't sound mature
Yeah.
or, like
Even if he wasn't cheating on you, he's still like being a shithead.
Yeah.
And okay, honestly, can I ask you guys, what's your limit of how long you'll wait for a text message?
See, I think that's
how
the-
long can people
Oh.
go missing?
Like how long can you withstand when it comes to someone responding to a message?
Well,
2 days?
No.
Hell no.
No, absolutely not 2 days. That's very questionable.
After 5 years together?
Because even if because and it's funny because when we were on a trip to Playlist in Florida a long time ago, you weren't there, but Steve was with the group. He was itching to talk to you. Like he couldn't even go like the length of the day that, like we had a ton of shit to do. And he was just like, I miss my wife. I can't even barely get through this day. Like I'm sick of this. I wish she was here. Like for a man to just be able to so easily go 2 days without
cute.
finding some sort of contact with you,
Right.
to me just is a
Yeah.
red flag. And especially seeing someone like Steve have that, like you could tell he physically was just uncomfortable because he was like, it's been 6 hours. I need to go call my wife. Like he
Yeah.
really wanted to get into touch with
And
you.
we'd been together for quite a few years at that point.
yeah,
So,
you're already married and
How many hours is you guys' limit? I'm curious.
for what?
For like a
Like
text
not
message.
hearing.
a
Not
work
hearing
day.
from
It depends on what he's doing. So when he's
Yeah.
writing, like he's usually writes in a basement with his writing
And
partner.
dating wise, not married.
Oh, dating?
Right.
If they don't text when I'm dating, like a day, like
24
Wow,
hours.
you guys are a lot more lenient.
Mine is a work day. Like I know if he's got an important
Yeah.
job, he
Right.
gets up at 8.
I can
he
forgive
gets
a
home
day.
at 6. He's
phones
got
could be not charged.
Well,
Like,
I
there's
think
things that could happen.
guys are very compartmental. So like if they're at work, like they're gonna be at work. Like girls, like I think we're a little bit more inclined to like do multiple things
Multitask,
at once. So like if he's focused on a task at work, I'll give him the work day. By the evening, he needs to respond. If there's no response by the evening, something's fucking wrong.
Right. Same. What
Yeah,
about you?
for me, I guess I'm more lenient than all of you guys. I would give like 2 days. What? Yeah, because then like for me, it's like, well, again, it depends what he's doing.
Right.
It depends. Like when Case and I were dating, he would be filming the whole fucking day, like the whole from morning to
goes
night.
to bed. He brushes his teeth. Like he can't text while he's
He
brushing
takes
his
a shit
teeth.
at some point.
No.
No, I for sure like I would have loved for him to text me at some point in
Yeah.
the day. Like you're having lunch, like you couldn't send me a quick like I miss you.
Yeah.
Like of course, right? But I wouldn't be so upset to the point where I would hold it against him or whatever. Like I'd be like, oh well, fuck. I mean, I get it. The day slips away and you
But
just
2 days
whatever.
slipping away?
No, yeah. So like,
Two-
no. What I mean by 2 days, it's like an entire day of filming, right? And then he goes to sleep. He's fucking exhausted. Next morning he wakes up. He has to be editing this whole fucking video. There you go. An entire day eaten up again. And then like by that like second
Well, that makes
night,
sense because his life is project based, right?
Right.
So like you know that in his case,
Exactly.
he will disappear into a hole for 2 days, and that's his work flow.
That's
So
exactly what I mean by it depends
understand-
what's happening.
I understand when it
Then
when it
now
comes to his work
imagine
flow,
he was just talking to a girl all night for
that
2
whole
days.
time.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just saying, like,
so
people
mad.
me too. I just felt my blood boil right now. Oh no.
Imagine a girl was there the whole time.
And
No,
then
no,
telling
no.
you, you're just paranoid. What's
Yeah,
wrong with
exactly.
you?
I'm just
I hate
saying,
that.
everyone takes shits eventually, and you can text while shitting. See, my limit is, well, I'm needy. Like 3 hours, I'm like, all right, I'll go fuck myself then.
Oh shit.
You know?
Gina, you're
Gina, 3 hours. Well, what is? I mean, you know the person's lifestyle though, right? Like
Right.
if you've been dating for a couple months, you know what their work is. Like, are you a social media star to where, you know, you're gonna film for a couple hours, but you don't have a work day like everyone else. So what the fuck are you doing that you can't respond?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
And then, but not everyone owes you constant communication.
Oh, my thing
you know,
is,
like.
if you don't text me back, but you post on your story or Twitter.
Oh, that's pretty
that's different.
fucked up.
Oh
That's
yeah.
different. Like when
Yeah.
you know that there's free space there for them to communicate with you and they're choosing to ignore your text
Yeah.
but post on social media,
Yeah.
to me that is a red flag.
Because they're not just posting on social media, they're scrolling too.
and they're actively
They're on social
ignoring you.
media.
It's what it feels like. They're actively
Yeah.
ignoring
Yeah.
you. Is it a
It's just
power
a
play?
choice.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, that I don't like that guy.
No, me neither.
I don't like
I was
him.
trying to give him benefit of the doubt, but yeah, there was just too
There
many
are.
things there.
I like that you did that though because I do think that there is some room for nuance.
Yes.
And that, like, you know, in this case though, I don't think so.
No. No. All right.
To the streets.
Back to the streets.
Back to the streets. we
Back
go.
to the streets. Am I in the club?
you're in,
Okay,
you're
okay,
in,
You're in the club now. Back to the streets.
You know.
Okay. He's 35. I'm 27. I'm a resident.
Wait, hold on. Let me do the math.
35, 27.
We're slow on this.
8 years. 8
years.
years.
Got it.
Oh, okay. I'm a
Do you
little
have my
bit
fingers?
starting to be concerned, but I'm all right.
1, 2, 3.
Don't use your thumbs, and you got it. Okay.
35 and 27, I kind of already don't love it.
We
but let's
haven't
go-
even
let's go.
gotten
I know.
into it.
Let's go.
That's after 20. Okay. A woman at 27, man
Yeah.
at 35.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
that's fine.
You
I think
totally date
maturity
someone
levels.
8 years
That's-
older than you.
Woman is 27.
Yeah.
I can understand the other way around.
I could get into it right now, but I'll let you finish.
Okay. I'm going to let you finish.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you finish first.
Okay. I'm a resident and he is my attending physician. We have been together almost.
Wait, hold on.
Hey.
Wait, what does this mean? I don't understand hospitals.
Resident,
doctors.
she's going to be a doctor.
Okay.
This is a power play already. He's a
Jess,
doctor.
you
She's a
don't
resident.
know yet.
Wait, explain what these two roles are.
So it's like
Resident-
a mentor mentee.
So who's the mentor? He's the
He's a doctor.
Doctor.
Yeah.
You ever
and
watch
she's-
Scrubs?
No.
Oh.
And she's the what?
She's the training
to be a
Training
doctor.
to be a doctor.
Ooh, okay, this is gonna get weird. Okay.
Yeah, so that when you're a resident, you live at the hospital.
Yeah.
You're there all the time.
Right.
These
working,
workplace relationships.
shadowing.
Yeah, you don't shit where you
Especially with your boss.
Is he married? I bet you he's married. He's totally fucking married.
You guys.
Okay, all right.
go,
we're
go, go. Come on.
we're
I'm not
we're-
even. There's 2 paragraphs.
We're
I'm
ready
not
to
even
pounce.
2 sentences in.
Well, at least I am. I'm so ready.
We
We
to
got
calm
warmed up
down.
from the first one. We're feisty now. We're
Even if he's
pissed.
a doctor doing surgery, you better text me back.
All right, so he's
Put the scalpel down.
He's like texting while he's trying
okay.
to
That's a bit. That's a bit much because I want the girl's body to be sewn up right. But.
Okay. Unless he's cheating on
Yeah,
her with
yeah.
that girl there. Yeah.
He's like, I have my hands all up in her guts.
Why were you inside her?
How dare you go inside of her?
You haven't not allowed to date a doctor. Okay. We have been together almost 1 year and in secret.
Yep. he's
During
married.
all this time
Red flag.
together. We have fought, probably because of the workplace environment. During all this time together, we have fought too much, and many things are said about him. For example, that he has had sex with some people while he has been with me, which is he has always denied. And on a certain occasion, I found a very sexual conversation with an ex on his phone that he said would never happen again, and also that he was not cheating because it was never physical, but I don't trust him. We continue together despite that, and we decided to commit ourselves to improve for each other. However, he never asks how I am, how my day has been. And when I complain to him, he tells me that this is something that comes naturally. I like him a lot.
Wait,
because
what does that mean? This is something that
for
comes
her, it
naturally?
comes naturally, but for him, it doesn't.
Oh, I see.
Because he's okay.
I like him a lot because he is also very good in bed. That's why you're in it.
Oh,
But he always says or does things that make me feel bad. He emotionally offers me nothing. I have fought too much. Nothing. Okay, I don't know what to do. Sorry for my English. I'm from Ecuador and I love your podcast. Oh, we love you.
You have everyone that speaks just fine English.
Yeah.
Sorry
Yeah.
for my English.
right?
You always have great
You always have
English.
better English
Just
than the
believe,
Americans.
believe in yourself.
Right.
Don't apologize.
Las calles. Regresa a la calle. Regrésate a la calle. That's what I'm trying to
What's
say.
happening?
Return to the
Regrésate a la
streets.
calle.
Return to the streets.
Leave
Pack
your
them.
bags. Regrésate.
la
Gaius. Gaius.
She's Ecuadorian. She speaks Spanish.
Yeah.
Regress that Gaius.
Yeah, regress that guy. Regress that guy that you. Yeah.
Should we start from the beginning on this one? Because
The two sentences that you guys first had a problem with?
I was angry with every sentence.
we
Wait,
called
why
it
are you
already.
upset with the age difference?
I don't think there was a sentence I wasn't upset with. Okay.
Explain the
Honestly-
Why
age
is the
difference.
age thing a
Okay.
thing?
Because you have said yourself that you'd be willing
I'm
to
very
date.
attracted to 42-year-olds,
Yeah.
and I'm 33. I get it.
And over
I get it.
26, I feel like your brain's already
I
fully
don't
there.
know.
Yeah.
I don't know because she's in this position now. She's not mature enough to see that this is a very unhealthy situation. Even at 27,
I don't
even at
know.
27, I was still fucking being taken advantage
When the dick
of.
is good, the guy has a fatherly presence, and
Emotionally,
he's
she gets
making
nothing.
enough money.
know, nothing.
Yeah, so the emotions is
Dead
where
herself.
it might be your first experience.
Why does he need to date someone 8 years younger than him, though? Is it because 27-year-olds are still moldable and manipulative, like being able to be manipulated? I think there's a part of that in there. 8 years is kind of a lot. When a girl's past her 30s, it bothers me less. But I'll just say, girl in her under 30, I still feel like is ripe for manipulation.
You're still vulnerable. I think you're open for manipulation at any age if you
Yeah.
haven't done enough or experienced
Of
enough.
course, but I
Yeah.
think women under 30, I feel like we do reach a point of maturation that at 30,
You stop
31,
giving any
32,
fucks after 30. That's all.
there is a level of late 20s and mid 20s that I think still they can be taken advantage of a little bit more, and especially by a 35-year-old clearly very intelligent man.
Right.
Who doesn't, she said he's not there for her emotionally. Like,
Yeah.
she's just this young, hot thing that's being taken advantage of.
And she doesn't know if it's normal or not to
Right,
need
that's-
this much
she's-
emotion.
Yeah.
She's still at that, she's still too young for him.
He doesn't care about you outside the sexual realm because he doesn't
Yeah.
care to check in on you, see if you're
Yeah.
okay, check on your day, how are you? And you said emotionally he gives you nothing. I mean, the fact that you can even say that about someone that
Yeah.
you're dating is
It's
already.
like, what are you looking for personally then?
What is he
Clearly,
bringing
you're
to the
not
ta-
looking for that.
This just
if
sounds
you're
like the
still
hot
sticking around.
workplace fling that
Yep.
should have never gone past like maybe fuck 2 or 3 times, and that's it.
He's Bill Clinton. You're the Monica.
Mhm. And he
Yeah.
slept with other people there. Like,
Oh,
this
you
is
know
a
that
thing he
doctor's
does.
banging all the fucking hot residents.
Yeah.
And they're probably on different fucking timetables and shit. He's probably got
Oh,
different.
true.
He
He's
knows their
rotating through them.
schedules.
Yeah.
And good dick's a dime a dozen. You can find it anywhere, girl. You don't have to fucking. do
That's
this
not
one.
true, but okay.
Yeah, they say good dick is abundant, but it's
It's not.
their dick
Unless-
is
I don't
abundant.
think you've had good dick then.
Good dick is not abundant. Regular dick is like so abundant it's beyond clearance.
Have you seen the bruises? Have you seen the bruises?
I haven't. Show me.
But anyways, yeah. I mean,
His dick bruised you?
from the inside.
her cervix.
My cervix.
That sucks. I hate that. But
Yeah, and then the power dynamic because of the fact that he's the physician, she's the resident.
Yeah, you're being
It's just not-
used.
This can get ugly.
Yeah, but
I think you're being used.
Yeah, so for sure, back to the streets on this one. But before you go back to the streets,
Pack the clothes.
You should buy some new clothes.
Hell yeah. How are we going to get those clothes?
How are we gonna get those clothes? We're gonna get those clothes on Stitch Fix.
Is it convenient? Oh my gosh, please say it.
It is so convenient. I actually bought my shoes on Stitch Fix. I talked about these last week, or I think I can't remember when, but recently. You can on Stitch Fix. Everyone knows it as a subscription box where the stylist will come up with some cute shit. You'll rate like yes or no on some stuff online. They'll come up with some cute shit and send it straight to your door. But you can actually also just buy stuff directly off the website. They have like little curated outfits. You can buy that whole outfit, or you can just like say, oh, I like the shoes, or I just like the purse, or I like that jacket. Like you can pick out certain things.
It's the equivalent of like buying what's on the mannequin.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And I love that because I have a hard time putting together outfits. So the service is very helpful for someone like me. So yes, you can try on the pieces at home before you buy, keep what you love, and return when you don't. They make it super easy to return. They ship you the return package with it, so you just close up the bag and drop it off. There's a $20 styling fee for each box, but it gets credited towards the pieces you keep. There are no hidden fees ever. Stitch Fix also styles men, women, and kids, and they ship all over the U.S. and in the UK. So if you want to try out Stitch Fix, which I highly recommend, get started today at stitchfix.com/mood. You'll get 25% off when you keep everything in your box. That's stitchfix.com/mood for 25% off when you keep everything in the fix. stitchfix.com/mood.
Yeah.
Look sharp.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
I like that,
Look
I like that,
sharp.
I like
Oh,
that.
that's my favorite transition of the day. Look sharp.
All right, I'll go fuck myself.
as sharp as. Wait, what?
All right, I'll go fuck myself. I gave you guys gold earlier, but okay.
Oh, I missed it.
Sorry. Nikki wins. Sorry. So anyway, look as sharp as a Meeson knife. It's a chef's knife, and this knife is so freaking sleek and it's sharp and precise, and it's so elegant. It has this like unique sloped handle that not only allows you to chop more efficiently, easily, and safely, but the elegant design makes you want to show it off rather than just stashing it in a drawer.
Yeah, let's be honest. A lot of knives are very much the same, but this one is actually very pretty. I like the blue color of the handle.
Yeah.
Cute.
The metal looks very expensive. We buy things because they're expensive and they're nice.
Right. And it's Japanese, so you know that shit's good.
Yeah.
It actually, they've said that it's designed to replace every knife that you have.
Exactly. An entire set of knives. And you guys know, like a dull knife, it's actually a dangerous knife. It'll make slicing things a lot like harder to get through.
Slippery.
Yeah, it's slippery. You
Yeah,
can
my
cut
dad always
yourself,
told me that
push
it's
harder.
more dangerous when you have to put more force behind
Right.
something than if it glides easier.
Yeah, and it just makes cooking more difficult. But then with the Meeson chef's knife, you can slice through anything like butter. It is amazing.
Tension.
Yeah, and then also the weight of this knife
It's
too
balanced.
it's just really
Yeah.
well balanced. I'm a fan. Meeson is 2 to 3 times less expensive than other premium knife brands for the same amazing quality. And Meeson's knives are crafted with high-grade stainless steel so they can stay sharper longer and last a lifetime, all for a fraction of the competitors' costs. The Meeson chef's knife is legit and verified. It has over 5,000 5-star reviews from real pro chefs and also has a cult following among home chefs and foodies. So step up your cooking game now and head over to meeson.com/bigmood for 20% off your first order. That's MISEN.com/bigmood for 20% off your first order. Meeson.com/bigmood.
Yeah, my dad's a chef. I've always had it drilled into me, like what kind of knives you're supposed to buy. And
Yeah,
this
it
one-
passed your test, so I was
Yeah.
like, all right, it's a good
Yeah,
knife.
it's a good knife.
Hell yeah.
That's not a knife.
Okay, this situation I feel like is kind of a common one with couples, and I also think it might have to do with like your background and your like culturally and stuff. So, me, the person submitting, 24, him, 27. Do you have a problem with that
Yes,
age
I'm
gap?
okay with a 3-year difference.
Okay,
Thank
just
you.
want to check.
Sorry, no problem, but yes, I'm okay with it. 3 years is good.
All right, passed the age test with Jess. Together since May 2018, so almost 3 years now.
Okay.
He wants kids. I don't.
Uh-oh.
He only wants kids because that's just tradition, not because he actually loves children.
Oh, no.
no.
I've openly said to him I never
Yikes.
want kids. I think he's hoping I'll change my mind one day, but I
He's trying to trap you,
especially-
bitch.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I especially wouldn't want kids with someone who doesn't genuinely love children.
Right, yeah.
Is this relationship just going nowhere if we disagree on this? Keep me anonymous. Thanks.
Okay, I'm a little bit scared because, and I don't want to. I'm very prone to making
Lean
men,
in.
I'm very prone to making men an enemy here, but it's scary to me when a guy's like, I don't really want kids, but I feel like I need to have them like for, looks or whatever.
Right.
Like you're going to be his fucking
Yeesh.
maid, his
Yeah.
fucking like
He's not lifting
Kids
his
are not an
finger.
accessory.
No, they're not an accessory. You're going to do all the fucking work.
Yep. And
You
he's
don't
not
even
gonna be a
want
good
the kids
father.
yourself.
Right?
Yeah, you're
Like,
the one not wanting the kids.
Absolutely not. It's very weird to me when a guy's like, oh, I just need kids like socially.
Yeah.
weird.
It's such a weird reason to
gross.
bring a life into the world.
Right.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's like a trap. That's like a bear trap.
Built-in trauma.
Definitely. Fuck
like,
yeah.
Think of what if your parents told you, yeah, we had you just because we felt like we had to,
Yeah.
like it's a thing to do.
Societally, we had
Yeah.
like it was culturally.
Yeah.
That's what we had to do.
Oh no, that's a big yikes. Hell no, run away, girl.
Yeah.
That relationship is not going anywhere. And even if he decides to like change his mind later on because he realizes like, oh yeah, it wouldn't be a good idea to have kids. I feel like there's other issues in there that you might not seen maybe or that you haven't recognized. But if he's already approaching this children issue that way, that just tells me there's other things buried in there.
Yeah, the
too
way
that
his
you're gonna
mind
discover.
works is maybe not. You're not on the same page with.
Yeah.
And that's more important, actually.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the way he got to that.
Exactly.
And you don't. It's very strange for me that his brain works like I have to do this giant thing just because society.
Yeah.
Like how influenced you by society that you're willing to bring a whole new life that will cost so much goddamn money, just because other people say you should.
Like, oh, it's time.
Right?
Guess we
That's
have to do
a-
that one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a
procreate.
whole nother life there, like a whole other existence that you are going to be bringing into this world just so you can use them as an accessory. It's
Right.
fucking gross.
Like, does everyone need to have kids?
No.
Realistically, honestly, does everyone like,
No.
No, not at all.
especially if she's not inclined to be a mother, he only wants them because they're supposed to check a box.
Yeah.
Like, not
Yeah.
everyone needs to have kids.
Yeah.
I'm actually really glad that our American culture at least is shifting in the direction where it's like not unacceptable to not have kids.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't know what they are.
Yeah,
That's right.
it's because she
Yeah.
said that his background, like his culturally or in his tradition, his family tradition, so like cultural tradition,
Right.
that's how it is in his background.
That just tells me that culturally, probably, and that, like, and for his family tradition, the men in the family don't have to do anything. They're not involved in their
Yeah.
children's life at all. So then, I don't even understand why he would get with the girl that has been very vocal about not wanting
just
to have
find
kids.
one that wants to be a baby maker.
There's so many women that do want kids too.
Yeah.
So that's
Right.
very strange.
Very strange.
And I know
Maybe
many
he-
couples who broke up because they had differing wants in
I was
children.
so I was
Yeah.
gonna ask, like, if it wasn't this whole like he doesn't love kids, like let's say it's
He genuinely
he
wants
genuinely wants kids and you don't, like,
Absolutely same answer.
yeah,
There's really no
right?
way around it.
This is a huge thing. It's not one of those like, well, I like spicy food, she doesn't. This is huge.
Because either one or two things going to happen. Either you have kids and you resent him forever.
And the kids.
Oh, and
Can
the
you
kids.
imagine her not even wanting to be a mother, him not lifting a finger, and then she has to be left
Yeah.
with them?
Right,
No.
right.
Or
Resentment all
you don't
day.
have kids and he resents you forever. Maybe he ends up even seeking this desire
Right.
somewhere else.
He's gonna
Yeah.
spread his seed on the side.
Jeez.
Imagine it like a butter knife for some reason.
Ew.
I pictured a spray.
I pictured like seeds in his hand that he's tossing into a field.
None of us pictured a dick. Okay.
Oh, and I've changed my stance on children.
Oh yeah? You want some
I don't
crotch
even know where you
goblins?
stand now because you're always flippity flop.
She
Are
called
you
them
at-
children, not crotch,
Crotch
goblins.
goblins.
Yes.
Yeah, but then she'll be like, "Oh, but then this one, like, maybe I do want kids."
Yes,
so I'm
yes, yes.
confused.
I do want children.
Okay, you do.
I do. I want
Wow.
multiple. I just don't want to be the one that has to birth them. So surrogate.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So if any of you guys are,
I'm kind of
No.
I'm kind of with you on that. Like, I don't want to birth a child, but recently, and I don't know if it's just a pandemic talking, but I've been more okay with the idea of like adopting an orphan
Right, okay.
child.
Yeah.
But I just can't see myself ever birthing one. I don't know how you did it, girl.
Well,
Yeah.
she had a C-section.
Yeah, so I didn't really.
Well,
do
no,
it.
but
I
you
treated-
had the baby, like you made the baby
made the
though.
baby, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that process is already so difficult.
See, for me, I want to be pregnant.
Yeah.
But I don't want it to come out my hole.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Yeah.
want to be
A
pregnant.
C-section?
Yeah.
I think we're both
That shit
thinking the
is
same
gonna
thing.
suck
that, like,
all the nutrients out of your
glove-
body.
Right.
So my favorite thing to do recently is to tell Steve that I want something random like cinnamon rolls or Taco Bell. Like I get random cravings like recently, and I'll tell him it's for the baby.
Right.
But
Cute.
The baby that's not here yet?
we're not pregnant. I mean,
Cute.
but it could be. We don't know.
At any point,
I
it
didn't
could be.
test.
You never know.
Yeah, it
It's
could
just
be.
one of those hoodies with the zipper and the cats are in there.
We have sex.
For the baby.
If you never take a pregnancy test, you'll never know.
But yeah,
Exactly.
I'm okay with being pregnant. I think I'd be a cute pregnant bitch.
Right, and we could have
I
photo
think so,
shoots.
too.
Let's do it at the
It'd
same
be so
time.
Touch belly.
But then
So-
just
but-
like somehow transplant it
Yeah.
to a surrogate to
Exactly.
actually like birth it.
Yeah.
Oh, what if they come up with that technology in the future? Because you know how they came up with that? Like, there's like a sack where there was a baby sheep that they actually
Yeah.
Oh,
like
yeah,
had
yeah.
from embryo and then like all the way to being birthed, but it was all in like this bag.
Yeah.
But what if they create something where you can wear it, have the baby with you?
Cool.
And you look like a cockroach where it's clear and you can see what's happening.
Yeah,
Baby bag and just
Oh, that'd be
show
so
them.
cool.
No, this is disgusting.
Dope.
I don't like it. It's unnatural.
Oh, right.
I would love that. 'cause I
Party
wanna see-
pooper.
I
Yeah,
wanna
I'm a
see my
party-
baby grow.
see
Yeah.
I'm gonna party poop all over that external birth.
Right.
We could see it forming and make fun of it. Well, look at its dumb little hands.
Shake it a little
Oh,
bit.
but then
even
I wonder
fingers
how
yet.
it would develop with like such bright light.
Right.
And like the different
It would
environment.
come out like powder. Fucking. That reference is far too old. I'm sorry. Just let's move on.
All right, next question. Okay, so I'll try to make this short. I'm currently on a break, almost 3 weeks with my boyfriend. We've been together for 1 year and 5 months. We're both 26. They're both the same age.
Yes.
Don't worry, Jess. I'm a Scorpio. He's a Sagittarius.
Oh,
Ooh,
Jesus.
Fire and water. Yikes. So basically, yeah, right. Shut up.
Okay.
You're fire and water right there. Actually, yeah, you and her. Okay. And we're
Nikki's
fire and
getting
water
jealous.
too. I'm a Scorpio and Tiff's a Sagittarius.
Yeah, that's actually us.
Oh, okay.
We're on a break for
Yeah.
almost
Okay,
3
sorry.
weeks. Haven't seen her.
Scorpio's water?
You guys
Yeah.
are definitely not 26 though. I'm letting you guys know that right now.
Okay, so yeah.
You don't know. You see my birth certificate?
I know, we look younger though, okay, bitch?
True.
Like 5.5.
Wait, sorry, we've been fucking around too much. So they've been together for a year.
A year and 5 months.
So a
Very
year and a half,
specific.
and they're taking
No,
a 3
a
week
year
break.
and 5 months.
Okay, year and 5 months. They're taking a 3 week break.
They've been on almost a 3 week break.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And she's a Scorpio. He's a Sagittarius.
Okay,
We missed
because
out that
that's
important fact.
relevant
So
for
important.
some reason.
So
Okay,
important.
so
What are
basically,
Sag guys like? Sorry, really quick.
I don't know.
You know horoscope stuff. I don't
No,
know.
She only know what I
knows the
dated.
ones- She only
Okay,
knows
fine.
the ones that she knows.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay, so basically my boyfriend has always been pretty good to me and our relationship has been good.
Okay.
But after we had been dating for 4 months, I asked him if I could use his laptop, and that's when I found his Instagram was open and I saw all the saved pictures of girls he had. I was obviously very upset and I told him how
So
I
she
felt.
stayed with them for another year and a month after that? Anyways.
Hold on,
okay.
let's hear the rest of this. I got questions.
I was obviously very upset and I told him how I felt and he was very sorry and he said he would get rid of them and stop following all the girls he didn't know. So I forgave him that same night and anyway, he didn't actually end up deleting all of them till like December of last year. But he would always tell me he was done looking at pictures and I understand that he's going to find other girls attractive. I understand that. It's just that some of the pictures were of girls I recognized as girls in from our area.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And so 3 weeks ago, I checked his phone while I was next to him to see if he liked pictures, which I never did this before. And this was probably the second time that I had. I honestly didn't think I would find anything, but I clicked on his activities and that's when I saw he had been clicking on girls' links and looking at their pictures. One of them was a girl he knows. Anyway, I made him leave that night and now I don't really know what to do. He actually started going to a therapist to see how he can make himself a better person because he says he still wants a future with me, but I'm afraid of getting hurt again. Sorry if it's too long. I would really appreciate any advice. You guys are the best.
Do you have receipts for these therapy sessions?
right.
Just kidding.
I mean, I can just be sitting in the McDonald's, parking lot and saying I went to therapy.
I have mixed opinions, but I want to hear you guys first.
Kidding on that.
Okay, so if it was like random, like Instagram model celebrities, that's pretty fine. Like, people are gonna look.
guess.
Yeah, but if it's girls in your area and that they kind of know, that's weird. That's.
Yeah, and also, I guess, okay.
Is it not creepy though to imagine a guy having an Instagram and he's following like 1,000 fucking girls and he's just ogling all these women?
Yeah.
And it's not even like, it's weird too because it's like not even porn. It's just like he's just so like, why does he have time to be looking at all these other women all the time? Like, why is that such a focus of his day? Is that he's looking at all these other women? Like, he's got a woman at home?
Yeah. Like,
Why
when
does he
he's-
need so much access to so many pretty girls? I feel like we've normalized it a little bit too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Did he follow these girls? He probably followed these girls before he met her,
Probably, yeah.
right?
And then when she first found it, like
They were only 4
4
months
months
in.
in.
Yeah.
Right.
that
So-
situation where it was like he still kind of had it, like that seems
That was
acceptable
first
to me because he was
conversation.
single before that.
Yeah.
So that's fine. When you're single, it's fucking fine.
But then they had a conversation about it and he still didn't do
Yes.
it.
And he
He
said
lied
he
about it.
apologized,
Lied.
admitted it was wrong, and then said he wouldn't do it again.
That's
Right.
scary.
See, and that's the fact that he crossed that boundary. That's the part I have a problem with, is that he lied about it and
Yeah.
continued to do it.
Yep.
and
Right.
had some sort of fake show of like remorse and regret
Yeah.
and all of that, but the whole time he was just still doing it.
Well,
Like,
I feel
isn't
like-
it kind of scary to have a fake show of remorse and regret?
I think that was
you're
like
gonna
the,
fall
the
for it.
Maddie got caught, like
Yeah.
and he doesn't want to lose her because he doesn't want to ruin a good thing just because of this like little habit he has on the side.
I've learned
Ugh.
that apologies without action is just manipulation.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what it is. You
Yeah.
didn't rectify it. How do you guys feel about yeah, I'll look but I'll never touch? Because I feel like
There's levels to it.
Yeah,
I
there's
guess.
levels to looking.
There's like if you
Right.
see a hot girl at the grocery store in the milk aisle and you're like, damn, that girl's kind of banging. And then
Right.
you just go on about your day. But then if your evening routine consists of taking a shit and just like staring at a bunch of hot chicks, it's like,
yeah.
it's still staring.
it's kind of
but-
creepy.
Oh, okay, but he's not acting upon it. Like, because a part of me, it's just like, it's human nature to look, right? But you know, so long as you don't.
Kind of
act
in the
upon
real
it.
world though, kind of like,
Okay.
you know, like
In the
you're,
real
you're
world.
at work, there's a hot girl that comes
Yeah.
into your office or
Right.
whatever, you're like, oh damn, she's beautiful, you know, and then you kind of go on about your day, but like there's something kind of with this
Social
online
media.
Because it's an action still, like what you're saying, Gina. Like them looking up online, like that is the action of going
Yeah.
and
Clicking on their
seeking.
links and
Yeah,
stuff.
and
That
you're
is a lot
thinking
more
of them.
action.
So now it's gone past the like, oh, I'm just looking. Now you're
Right.
thinking of them. You're actively
It's like a habit.
going to
And
find
saving
them.
the pictures. Right?
Yeah,
it's like
and
this,
saving
it's
them.
so, and it's like a concentrated activity where you're like, now I'm in my part of the day where now I'm ogling over half naked women, and it feels like it's a departure from the relationship.
Yeah, because
Right.
what other reason do you have to save pictures
Right.
to jerk off,
other
obviously.
than to
Yeah.
revisit them? Yeah, exactly.
I feel that with liking pictures too. Why do you need to like their photo?
Yeah,
It's like
If
like,
you're just
it's
looking-
a form of interaction where it's like, hey, I'm here. Just I'm here. I'm gonna
Like
pop
you,
up on your
like maybe
yeah.
there's a chance you'll see my like.
right
Like
exactly.
they're like, what's the thought behind liking something? Like I like y'all shit all the time because I want y'all to see my name on it. Like I
Yeah.
support you.
I support you. Yeah, exactly.
So-
I'm too popular on Instagram, so I can't see all the likes. It's just
Bitch, I know you see my name.
the first three.
I know it says my name and then 10,000 other people. I know you're gonna see my name.
I know you're gonna see my name. That's why I make sure to comment too. You're gonna see me.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, doesn't it feel like we've reached a point where social
it's
media
too
is
much.
interfering? It's too
Yeah.
much,
Yeah.
and it's like so normalized.
That's
where
why I'm
like,
happy to be married to a guy that doesn't understand social media. He doesn't know how to
Yes.
check DMs. I've had to teach him 5 times how to check DMs because someone from our real life will be like, how come you're not responding to my DMs? And then he's
Exactly.
like, I don't know how to get to them.
Oh, I see. That's funny.
I show him so many times. Yeah, so I'm like, yeah.
I find
I'm safe.
I find it refreshing that a guy wouldn't have 1,700 Instagram thoughts in his list of follows, and then like
Right.
10 of his buddies. You know, when I see that, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Nope.
Yeah,
And I don't
agree.
think we really need to explain why. And I feel like society's like pressures you into saying being like okay with it.
Well, look,
Yeah.
But it's just weird.
everyone's going to feel differently about it. And as long as you're with someone that matches those values, for example, I wouldn't want to be in an open relationship. As
Yeah.
long as I'm not with somebody that wants to be in an open relationship, then we're good.
Yeah.
But, like, if you have those urges, you just, like, that guy needs to be with some other girl who's, like, totally free spirited and like chill with it.
Right.
But
Yeah.
if you are at any point uncomfortable with what your partner is doing and you don't think you are in alignment or see eye to eye on what your values are or moving forward, it's just not going to work. Like at some point, it's just you're gonna be fed up with it. You're going to resent each other, and it's just going to fester. It's just not a healthy start to a relationship. And I do think a year and 4 months is the start of a relationship still.
That's a lot of time for her to have invested in this guy too. So I'm sure she's just like trying to make excuses for like, well, this is kind of really the only thing. Everything else is okay.
But actually, a year and 5 months is such a short time.
I know, but it feels like a lot of investment. Like I dated a guy for 7 weeks, and that felt like an investment. I was like, especially in the beginning, you're giving yourself so much to this person to get to that point of trust that you feel at year 3. That first year is just you're dumping your whole life, your emotions, your feelings. Like it feels like a lot in the first year,
for sure.
And you don't want it to go away.
But know that like they had to invest just as much time. And they ruined it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
They made their own
So
bed.
they lost a year and a half too.
And you're already on a break? Oh, geez.
Yeah, I would say
already after a
stay
year.
on that break.
Yeah.
That's a
Permanently?
permanent break.
Permanent.
And he says he's getting help, but like, I mean, do you want to... He said he deleted the pictures before. Like, I don't know. I just don't really trust. I feel like the trust is already broken.
For sure, and it's really hard to build that trust. So do you really want to put the work into it? Because if you don't, walk away.
And you know what else is broken?
Your
My hair back then when it was dry as heck, but not
From
anymore.
all the bleach.
Yeah.
All the bleach, bitch. We got a lot of bleach in our
Right.
hair.
But not anymore because of Function of Beauty. It's a personalized hair care and body care brand. It's a world leader in customizable beauty, offering precise formulations for your hair's specific needs. I like things that give me quizzes. So you go on their site, you take a quiz on what your hair is like and then what you want your hair to look like, and they will formulate a formula for you for your hair and what you need. And then you can also choose your color and your fragrance, or you can go fragrance and dye free. Then Function's team determines the perfect blend, bottles your formula, even labels it with your name on it. Every ingredient Function of Beauty uses is vegan and cruelty-free, and they never use sulfates or parabens. You can also go completely silicone-free. There are 54 trillion possible formulations.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Function of Beauty offers completely personalized formulas for body and skincare as well, so you can customize your beauty routine from hair to toe. Oh, I like that.
That's cute. I actually got their serum too, and their travel kit. But I put the serum in my hair too.
Yeah, I use it every time.
I have the
Every
leave-in
single
conditioner
time.
in right now.
Yeah,
And also the lotion. I'm such a fan.
oh yeah,
of
the lotion's really nice
I already
too.
used up all my lotion really fast.
Oh, what were you doing?
Don't ask the questions you
to
don't
talk
want the
about it.
answer to.
So never buy off the shelf just to be disappointed ever again. Go to functionofbeauty.com/bigmood to take your quiz and save 20% on your first order. That applies to their full range of customized hair, skin, and body products. Go to functionofbeauty.com/bigmood to let them know that we sent you and to get 20% off your order. Again, that's functionofbeauty.com/bigmood. That is why my hair smells like roses.
Yeah, and you can smell like roses while you're on your Zoom meeting with a therapist talking about your problems, or maybe the guy in this
I
person's
think we know
situation.
someone that could use Talkspace.
Who?
The guy from our question.
Yeah, the guy. Yeah.
Right?
Hopefully he's like talking to the therapist because he has access via a mobile device or a computer, perhaps. Talkspace is the #1 online therapy platform that has thousands of licensed therapists trained in over 40 specialties, including anxiety, depression, relationships, and more. Your therapist can help you set and achieve your goals. It's affordable. It's a fraction of the cost of in-person therapy, which is very costly. And instead of waiting for an appointment, you can send unlimited messages to your therapist 24/7, and they'll engage with you daily, 5 days a week. So sometimes, like if you're having anxiety on Monday, but your appointment's not until Thursday, but you're like, I just need to get it out, because on Thursday you're like, I don't have anxiety. What are you talking about? And then you don't actually get to heal.
Yeah.
Okay. They have a therapist network. Thousands of licensed therapists with years of experience in over 40 specialties, which I mentioned.
It's easy to switch to. If you
It's
don't like
very
the person
easy.
you get, it's so fast and easy
You're
to
like,
switch.
next,
You get to
thank
see all
you,
their
next.
credentials and pick the one that suits you best.
Exactly. Or if you just don't, sometimes I get very impatient with people. If they take too long to talk, I'm like, I gotta go.
Next. Yeah.
You're milking this hour for me.
Yeah.
Anyway, secure. Talkspace is secure and private using the latest end-to-end bank grade encryption technology. I don't know what that is, but it sounds pretty secure.
Safe. Your
They
private stuff won't get leaked.
Exactly. And as a listener of this podcast, you'll get $100 off your first month with Talkspace. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com or download the app. Make sure to use the code MOOD to get $100 off your first
Huge
month.
discount. discount.
and show your support for the show. That's Mood, MOOD, and Talkspace.com. That's a lot of
Doll hairs.
That's right. Okay.
So, I mean, did we finish the feeling though on this guy getting therapy? Because some people might be like, "Oh, you guys are too mean."
No, yeah, I
He's
actually
going to
wanted to
therapy.
elaborate a little bit
Yeah.
more on that
Yeah.
part because, the easy route is to just completely cut ties with this guy, especially if you're not, I mean, depending on where you exactly feel with him. Like, do you feel like you're completely in love and like willing to work hard for this relationship?
Like, do all of his pros
exactly
outweigh? Is this the only con?
Right.
Mhm.
Exactly. So take the entire relationship into consideration, and obviously you have if you're already on a break, and ask yourself, like, what does that break really mean to you? Like, do you really genuinely believe that he is seeking help? Do you feel like he will actually change his ways in the future and you can actually rebuild that trust? Because I know for a fact it's fucking hard. It's like climbing Mount Everest to get trust back in a
Yeah.
relationship. It's really fucking
I don't know if I've
difficult.
ever trusted someone that I've not trusted for a certain event. Like, I don't know if I've ever trusted someone again. So
yeah.
for me, that would be harder, but for other people,
Yeah.
it might not be.
Yeah, I mean, it's really difficult to move past that and grow. But then also, like I said, if you're taking the entire relationship into consideration and you feel like it's something you can really work towards, work for, then in the end, and also if you feel like he is in the same page and saying like, you know what, I know I'm really fucking up. It's just like this like habit of mine that I've had for many years or whatever it is, and like I
Well,
just
also,
can't.
let's give him a little bit of credit that society does normalize it.
Exactly,
So he probably doesn't
yeah.
feel like it's that big of a problem.
Right, exactly, and it totally is.
But it still is a
normalized.
problem, even
For
though
sure.
society says it's not. It's still not healthy behavior.
Yeah.
So we could give him a
definitely.
chance to like see that, understand that, and maybe like rethink it.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
get that.
Yeah, and then that's what I think he is already taking the first steps if he really is going to therapy, is by going to therapy and like understanding that is something in his life that he wants to change to keep you around, right? And like to work on the relationship. So I don't know, it's just really analyzing the level of commitment that you both have for the relationship and seeing if there is even a future there that is worth fighting for.
I like to say, like, trust your gut.
Yeah.
Because I think you're going to know, like, is he really down for you? Or are you kind of also ignoring some other red flags?
Exactly.
You don't feel super secure with him, but you're like, oh, on paper, he's so great. And I just,
Yeah.
it's hard to find good guys. So
Mhm.
should I really let this one go? Like,
Right.
really, your gut will tell you. We have our intuition.
Intuition.
We need to not ignore it.
Nope. It's there to guide you.
Right. So we're not packing our bags.
I don't know.
However,
Packing bags optional.
Pack
optional?
I mean, the bags are kind of already packed. They've been separated
That's
for 3
true.
weeks.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
You're
You just-
26.
You
You're
got a
young.
long way to
It's
go.
only been a year.
You
and
could
so-
use this relationship as a lesson, like give
True.
it another year, and then you see like what happened when you did that route.
Right.
But personally, I've just too many lines. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've been there, and I don't want to do it again.
It scares
Yeah.
me a little bit because, like, when he found it, he wasn't kind of like, wait, I thought it was fine. Like,
Exactly.
he
He
did
knew
the
it was
fake, like,
wrong.
oh, I'm so sorry, I won't do it again, and then lied. That's what
malicious,
bothers
or
me.
feels malicious. Yeah.
Anything that my partner would be too scared to do in front of me, to me,
Yeah.
they know they're doing something wrong, and they're
Exactly.
doing it anyway.
Right.
And that's more of a problem to me than them just doing the thing.
Yeah,
You know?
right.
Yep.
It's like
To
the
me, that's
actions,
betrayal.
The actions behind
Definitely.
this stupid little behavior, but it's like it's a bigger choice that he's making by hiding and.
Yeah.
What else what's next? You know, now it's this little
Exactly.
thing of him looking at pictures, but what's next?
And that's exactly what I mean by like that Mount Everest of trust that you have to climb, because every moment you're always constantly suspicious, or you're thinking like, wait, like, is he telling the truth this time?
Right.
Because
Yeah.
you've lied to me already in the past. You said that you were done and you acknowledge it was wrong. But then how am I going to build the trust to believe you again after time and time? Like, it's already happened once. Will it happen again? And
Yeah.
then what happens after that time? Like, it's
Fool
just
me
exhausting.
once, fool me twice
Yeah.
situation.
It's fucking exhausting. That's why I'm like, girl, analyze it. Are you ready for all that work? Because it's gonna be fucking work.
I personally don't think that we need to raise men. I think they
No.
need to figure this shit out
Yeah.
themselves. Like, they
Yeah.
need to
You
do
need
their
find a
own
more
work.
Quality man.
We don't need to do the work for them. We're not their
Exactly.
moms.
Exactly.
You know? So I don't know. Just
That shit is exhausting.
Fuck
Because
yeah.
me, I'm an overthinker. God damn, that shit sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's like, would he
Just
be
takes
this
a
way if it
toll on you.
wasn't the middle of a Panera bread?
Right. Exactly. It's true.
No, it's not a Panera bread. That's a children's
Pantalones.
doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. Okay, this one's a little bit longer.
Okay.
But hey, girls, love the podcast. I would appreciate if my name isn't mentioned during the podcast. Thank you. All right, anonymous. But I've only dated my boyfriend for 4 months. However, we've known each other for almost 2 years already. My boyfriend tells me that he wants me to be his last girlfriend, but I kind of doubt it because he still gets updates about his ex-girlfriend, which they dated for about a year. And I'm a pretty busy person, but I work, school, and watch my younger siblings, so I make time for him when I can. But he'll get mad saying I never make time for him, and if he doesn't plan anything, then I would never hit him up, which is so false because I tried my best to make him happy and go see him whenever I can. Every time we argue, it's always about how he's putting in 95 out of 100 and I'm only putting 5 out of 100 into a relationship. I really love him, but I find myself extremely exhausted on how to make him happy. I'm a really shy person, so I usually follow by lead, but he doesn't understand that. He always makes me feel guilty for not spending time with him. I also come from a traditional family, which they're strict on me going out so often. However, I do bend the rules for my boyfriend and go see him when I can. Yet he doesn't see any effort in it. He also gets mad when I spend time with my family, and when we talk on the phone, if I don't talk to him as much, he'll get upset about it too. He really is he's my first real boyfriend, so I really like and love him. He doesn't post pictures about me much, and he often posts pictures of his Korean celebrities saying how much he likes them or how bae they are. I know I shouldn't get mad at that, but he makes me feel insecure sometimes. I often find myself apologizing to him more than how he does to me. He also posts pictures of his girlfriends saying miss you, or posting his old memories when he traveled saying take me back when I didn't stress, which during those times he wasn't with me because he cut me off. When we talk about this, he says I'm his babe and his only babe. I really want to believe it because he's nice and cooks for me when I visit him and tries to engage me into things too. But then again, he often calls me weird and awkward. I'm trying my best to see good in this relationship, but I really do enjoy spending time with him. But to him, I'm not doing enough. What should I do?
Personally, it sounds to me like she's not communicating a lot.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, especially the way she wrote it, it just sounds like he's like, hello, are you there? And then she's just like, she's putting in the effort on her end, but she's not communicating the effort.
Right.
And so for him, he's like, what the fuck? She doesn't care. Like, she's only spending her time with her friends or whatever. And like, I'm only focused on that part right now because the other part, I'm like, that's weird with the posting on social media about his girlfriends and then not her. Like, that's a little weird in my opinion.
Seems like a difference in love languages, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Also,
he seems like a quality time love language, and
He-
she's acts of service or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
He gets upset when she spends time with her family, though. There's some weird little thing that I'm wondering
Possessive.
if this is some sort of a possessive issue, because if she can communicate to us, strangers, I feel like I'm doing everything that I can. Like, I don't know.
But
Is
she did
she
mention that she
completely
was shy.
incapable of saying, like, hey, I feel like I'm doing my best. I have work, I have school, I have, but whatever. Like, I feel like if she can communicate that quite eloquently to us, I kind of doubt that she can't just say, hey, I feel like I'm putting in my part.
I disagree. I think that it's easier to communicate to others, especially when you're writing it out,
Strangers.
versus someone that you actually care for face to face, and or even through text or whatever, because there's like a different dynamic there. So I personally disagree with that. I think it is easier for her to communicate to us her situation versus her own boyfriend. And she also did make it clear that she was a shy person. So I'm trying to think, like, a shy person that is constantly busy, is putting in the effort to try to see her boyfriend, but the boyfriend doesn't feel like she is. There's a very obvious, clear, like, lack of communication.
Breakdown in communication.
Yeah. In my opinion.
Something
could
bothered
be-
me, though, about him not liking her spending time with her family.
Yeah.
And that it's only been 4 months.
Yeah.
That, like, I don't like.
That's-
It's a
that's-
new relationship. Still.
There's a thing in my gut that says I don't like that behavior, because that's the behavior of someone that will take over your whole life.
yeah.
For sure.
And we're starting to see just tiny pieces of it. And it's so small to where she's like, she can excuse it. She's like, well, I know I'm busy. And
There's some signs of narcissism for sure.
Yeah.
Like him saying that he's putting all the effort into
kind
a
of like
relationship.
putting her into a little trap, like, and
Yeah.
then, trying to take her away from her
Making her
family
feel
and her
guilty.
friends, but then it makes,
Yeah.
it to a way where she's blaming herself now. I'm just scared of that. I don't know if
for
that's
sure.
the
I agree with you.
situation.
Yeah.
That's
It
definitely
does
valid.
bother me. I felt a little bit weird about her describing that.
To me, it kind of sounded a little like, I don't know. Did she mention ages? Because they sound like high school, college to
Well,
me.
she's
It
talking
does
about
sound
her
young.
Sounds young.
It sounds
Because
really
she said
young.
that it was her first real boyfriend.
Right.
Yeah, so for that reason, I'm thinking high school boy, feeling like he's not getting enough of his girlfriend. She's probably not communicating the effort, but he does see that she's able to make time for her friends and family, which obviously are very important, and she should be able to have time for them. But me placing myself in his shoes, I could see how he would get jealous or feel like am I not important enough for you to also spend time with me? Not necessarily like don't spend time with your friends and family, but more like
Or
where do I fit
It just
in?
comes across that way because he's immature still. 'Cause
I
he's
think
in
so.
high school.
That's what I'm concluding.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
But I understand his side, like wanting more time together and stuff like that. But I also want to go on the other side. Like, you guys are thinking maybe she's not good at communication. What if she does communicate it and he's just not receptive to it at all?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
another
Just
thing
doesn't
we could
understand.
explore
Yeah.
for sure.
Also, that he doesn't post pictures of her, but he posts pictures of
That
like
is pretty weird.
That is
he's
weird.
he's
Yeah.
so
High school.
possessive,
It's
a little
but then
manipulative.
he won't even post about her.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
really,
And then and she said that they weren't together, right?
Yeah, he
like 4
posts
months
about
ago, but he's
times
like,
that-
oh, it was so much better 4 months
Yes.
ago. Like there seems to be some weird manipulative things,
It's like
but they're,
petty
they're
shit.
so small
Petty.
where you could be like, you could cover it up easily and be like, oh no, you're crazy. That's not even the case at all. But then when you kind of start taking them all in, it starts to feel like it makes your gut feel something, but it's not obvious enough for you to be justified.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
that's what
And the whole,
further
like,
adds to the high school theory for
Yeah.
me, because I feel so fucking high school.
It does.
the fact
yeah.
that she even submitted means like her gut is telling her something.
Right. And the whole like posting Korean celebrities thing, I can kind of let that pass. Like, if you're posting A-list celebrities and junk, that's fine.
I think it's less
whatever.
about what he's posting, but more just like, and I don't know if it's been a conversation that she's like, oh, I wish you posted more pictures of me, and he doesn't.
Right.
But the captions, it seems like, are more hurtful.
Right.
Like
Okay.
this
Less
is when I was
stress. Like,
stress
little
free.
digs.
That one, yeah. But then, like, if they're posting pictures of like K-pop stars, like he's like, oh, that's bae. I'm not.
Yeah, I
bothered
mean,
by
like,
that.
because I'll post a picture of Tom Hardy and be like, oh, fucking take me.
right.
7 ways.
Right.
But I mean, obviously, like that has nothing to do with someone I'm dating. Like that's just like a silly fan thing.
Right.
So I get that. But yeah, it's like he'll post with other friends and stuff and be
Female
like, oh,
friends.
this was a better time in my life. And it
That's
when
fucked
you
up.
post that publicly, it does make the person you're with now feel like, well, your life's not good now. Like what the
Yeah,
fuck?
that is a very obvious sign of petty moves, like trying to hurt you because he's hurt
Right.
kind of move.
Like he wants attention, but
Yeah,
he's doing it in a petty way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like he's like, well, maybe this is how she'll notice me and give me some sort of attention. But he probably doesn't even actually like know that he's doing that.
Right.
It's like some subconscious petty shit. But going back to exploring the fact that maybe she is expressing herself and saying like, hey, you know, I had to go to work or whatever. I came straight over here, even though my parents say I have to go home or whatever. She's actually communicating the effort that's being put in. And he's not receiving that. That's a whole nother problem there.
Right.
Like he's that it falls into the possessive narcissistic realm of he's just probably never going to get enough of you then, and you're just going to exhaust yourself in this relationship, and he's just going to constantly want more and more and more from you, and that's fucked up.
Because I'm needy as hell, but I can still understand, like, okay, you have work and you have family and stuff like that. And I know what things come before me, you know? To a certain extent. Obviously, you can't just push me all the way to the side. But
Right. And then if he's communicating with you like, oh, you know, I'm so sorry, I wanted to come, but I couldn't because of this
Right.
and this and that.
that's a whole, yeah, it really boils down to communication. Like how I am with text messages. If you can't text me for like 5 hours, all you have to say is, hey, I'm going to do this for the next 5 hours.
Yeah.
And I'll be totally fine, you know? But if you just don't say anything, then that's when it's a problem. So this might be a huge communication problem, but then also on his side, he might not be receptive at all to this.
Yeah.
Well, and if she's too shy, like you were saying, to even be able to, like, when you're going to be in a relationship, maybe if you're really young, like you need to know this now and understand this now. You have to be able to talk to the
Yeah.
person you're with. Otherwise, you're not really in a relationship.
Exactly.
Right. And talking to them doesn't necessarily mean you're going to start an argument. You can literally just be like, hey, can I talk to you about something
Explain
that
how you
bothers
feel.
me?
It's
Right.
not a fight. It's explaining how you feel. And if it feels like they make it into a fight, then they're not receptive, and this is
Yeah.
not healthy.
Yeah, because there's inevitably going to be issues. Like
Yeah.
it's more, your relationship is, the health of a relationship is more based on how you resolve those issues than it is about never fighting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Because never fighting, that's just avoidance and resentments being built, and
It's
your
not real.
unhappiness is being built too. So don't fucking do that. Don't think that by avoiding a problem, you're helping the problem. You're not. You're making it worse.
Even just little things I bring up to Steve. Like I told you guys, I was having like dreams of like going on first dates with guys, like randomly. I would just like 4 dreams in a row of like random guys just like going on a first date, and I don't even remember their faces, but just that feeling of like,
Yeah.
ooh, it's like, how do I look and like the first date? And so I even told Steve that I was like, do you think like we should like do more romantic things or something?
Yeah.
Like, what's like, why am I having these dreams? And like the fact that he was like, oh yeah, maybe we should. And so he's like, oh, I'll plan a date. And it's like,
Yeah.
those things add up over time
They
where you're not
do.
just like brushing over them. You're not just like pondering them to yourself. You're getting them out in the open, and then you're working together on like, oh, how do we make this better for us?
Right.
That's
right.
so true. Because even within your own self, like, let's say something happened and you were bothered by it, and then you think you got over it, but you actually really didn't, but you didn't know
just
that you didn't get over
repressed.
it.
Yeah.
It's repressed. It comes up in other ways. And it's like venom for your relationship. Like, don't do
You
that.
start getting snappy. Then
Yeah,
it does
yeah.
become
Don't get in the
toxic.
habit of not bringing up what's bothering you.
Right.
I have another one, and this one.
Wait. So what's the conclusion for this?
oh,
You pack it
yeah.
or not?
I mean, I think they're really young, and
They're very
they
young.
need to work on their communication skills and like setting expectations. And she just needs to watch his behavior to see if it's going to be increasingly possessive,
Exactly.
Yeah.
or if he's, or you know, is there something she can do to like make it more 50-50? Or
Yeah.
I think this is at the red flag stage. Like you're seeing some red
Right.
flags, but
we need more
maybe-
information, more time.
And then also, it's her first relationship. So I personally think it's healthy to learn from this.
Yeah. Right.
So see what else you
I don't
can
think they're
get.
going to stay together forever,
No.
but it's a good
Probably
learning
not.
Training
experience.
wheels relationship.
Yeah.
Right.
And maybe it ends up being more, but you know.
I mean, I don't think anyone should stay with their first boyfriend anyway. You need life experience. That's my personal opinion.
It's your personal opinion.
Yes.
I agree with it, but that's your personal opinion.
Yep, I agree with it too, actually.
I actually okay. So we're saying stick it out, see what happens, learn from it. Yeah.
yeah.
But like, be wary.
Be wary of possessive
be,
behavior
yeah,
or
right.
manipulative behavior, but try to get better at talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
That's the
make
thing.
sure that you're doing your best at communicating too. Then go from there.
So this one I just picked to see Jess get mad.
Okay, you picked it just to piss me off.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I'm 19. My boyfriend's 52.
Oh, geez.
I'm gonna burn this whole place down.
Watch this be the one she's like not mad at all.
Right. Right.
There's probably no submission that I'm not gonna be upset about.
It's true.
Let's be honest. I'm on the defense.
Been in a situationship, quote unquote, for about a year and a half now.
Entanglement.
A year and a half.
Oh, I'm already mad.
When we actually do things together, go out, travel, drink, everything is great and we have a really good time.
Okay.
But when we're just at his house together, he wants me to do wifey things. Cook, clean, laundry, go get his food
hell no.
for him. But he never does anything for me, except occasionally buying me food that I have to go pick up. And quote unquote, gives me dick. In his words, not mine.
He even says that?
Even though we're not in a relationship, I get almost sick to my stomach, lose my appetite, etc. when he talks about not talking anymore or other girls. I feel like things are starting to get really toxic, but I just can't stop talking to him.
Why? What does he do for you other than give you dick?
And buy you food that you have to go pick up.
Okay, this is
For a year and a half?
all right. You already know what the fuck I'm gonna say, but the thing with the girl here is like she's feeling sick because she's knowing she's doing this and she's engaging in it. I've been there, girl. Let me tell you, I've been there. I've
That's
been
where
there
this rage
so many-
comes from.
I've
Oh,
been
yeah.
there so many times. That is where the rage comes from, because it's like me getting angry at the old me that's done that.
That's
right.
yeah.
I've been through it. I've witnessed it. I've been a part of it so many times. I can't even count.
Enabled it.
I've enabled it terribly. And you don't love yourself. And you have to figure out how to love yourself. A lot of that comes with realizing like what's your like where did it start that you decided that you weren't worthy of love? Like where
Yeah.
did it start that you decided it was okay for someone to treat you like shit? Like you're going to need therapy, or you're going to need something that's going to flip the switch for you. because this is not healthy. It's going to be really bad, and it needs to end as soon as it can.
Because at this point, he can literally either leave you or cheat on you and just be like, well, you were never my girlfriend anyways.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why are you doing
He's
wifey
trained you
things?
to believe you guys are nothing.
You're like a dog
Right.
on a leash, walking around non-consensually, even though you think it's consensual. Like, you're literally the gum at the bottom of my shoe. And I say that with the most love that I can as a woman, because I want you to get better. And I want you to get out of that situation because it's fucking terrible. Stop doing it.
being
It's
dumb.
fucked up.
Yeah, it's super fucked up.
Yeah. Why are you doing girlfriend things when you're not even a girlfriend?
Exactly. And not making him do
And then
anything.
he throws it
Yeah.
into her face too, and he's just like he'll
I give you that good
scare,
dick.
or he'll
Yikes.
scare her too with like, oh, let's just talk to other people then, like I'll give you a little bit and then I'll take it away. Like that's a
manipulative,
shitty, it's
toxic.
shitty.
No.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He knows how much you let him get away with.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So he pushes it to the limits and then continues to push it.
Oh, yeah.
It's manipulation. I remember I dated a guy briefly. Was when he didn't get his way, he'll be like, I mean, my ex-girlfriend wouldn't do this. I should just go talk to her.
Ew.
Yeah, like that's manipulation right there. Like, oh, you're not going to do this? Well, I'm going to go and do this thing where you can possibly lose me. You better do what I
Ew.
want. That's so shitty.
It's disgusting. It's
Yeah.
ugly, but you need to take accountability for yourself. You need to get out of the situation. You need to get some help. And it's not like you're some fucked up person. You've fallen trapped to something that a lot of girls fall trapped to. Now you need to get yourself out of the trap and don't fucking fall into the trap again. Like, men only act this way because we allow them.
Exactly. They get away with it.
And we have to take accountability for that. So take
Or
accountability
women,
for it right
if
now.
you're a man or if you're a man, woman, whatever,
Right.
any gender,
Right.
if someone's treating you shitty, your partner or whatever,
And I
Yeah,
only
shitty
speak
people
I-
get away with it because they're getting away
I
with
only
it.
speak from my perspective, which is that of a female dating men. So that's obviously the box I stand on, right? But yeah, there's some women that take advantage of men too. Probably far less than the number of
it's all,
men that
like
do.
the guys that are like, oh, she only wants me for my money. It's like, you picked someone that only wants you for your money. Like,
you went and got
you
the
know?
money so you could get the girl, and now you're mad that she's with you for your money. Like, it's stupid.
Right.
Take accountability for yourself too.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, we're all like, if you're being treated like shit, you don't like it.
You
know
have
you're
standards, then
Yeah.
stick to those standards.
when you have standard, like, and there's like some sort of scarcity mindset. I
Yeah.
used to come from the scarcity mindset. I used to think, oh, like, especially timing too. Everyone tells women at 30, you're just disgusting
Expired.
now.
Yeah.
You're expired. You're trash. No one's gonna love you. So you better stick with me. Like, there's so much stuff that we take in and we believe it and we allow ourselves to be just treated like shit. It's just disgusting.
Nah, you're not expired. You're just waiting for those hot divorcees,
Ew.
divorcees to come out.
Ew,
Oh
no.
yeah, all the good ones are taken. So that once they're done with their first marriage, you swoop.
Well, that means they weren't
I'm
that
not
good.
really down for
No,
for-
they could be great. They walked away from her.
Oh,
If she
sure.
was
That could happen.
terrible,
Yeah.
you know the very small
upgrade.
likelihood of that. No.
Yeah, I'm one of those people who I need to know. I need to have that label. I
Yeah.
need to, and I'm not gonna wait a year or something for that.
Yeah.
Fuck that. So I mean, like, I remember in my past, within like 4 months or so, I'm like, all right, what are we doing? Like,
Yeah.
am I gonna be your girlfriend or not?
Yeah.
If I'm giving you that much energy,
And it doesn't
Yeah.
turn around. These situationships don't turn into
No.
like we will try
And like
to
he's-
make them turn into that relationship we want. It
Right.
doesn't. It doesn't. It
maybe he'll
doesn't.
change.
You're just a waste of your time and energy. You could be
Yeah.
investing in yourself.
You know how
and
much
to
mental
find
energy-
a better partner.
How much mental energy she's wasting now
Right.
on
Yeah.
this?
And,
So
like,
much.
back it up into the streets.
Go back to the
real,
streets.
bitch.
You
Like,
did it, girl. You did it.
You're
You
doing
did it.
so much. Like, she's doing so much girlfriend things. One time,
Yeah.
a guy asked me, "Oh, do you want to bring your stuff over to my house?" I'm like, "Am I your girlfriend?"
Yeah.
No. Like, I didn't want to put my stuff at his house. So why are you doing all this stuff for him? That's
Yeah.
girlfriend stuff.
Well, is she doing it or is he expecting her to, but she doesn't do it?
When she goes over to his house, he expects her to.
Okay, so we don't know if she's actually.
Well, he
doing
expects her
it.
to because she's been doing it.
Yeah.
Why else
Okay,
would he
fine,
be
fine,
expecting
fine.
her
I was
to
trying
do
to-
it?
He's
I was trying to
trained
be
her.
Because
like,
if someone
maybe
said
she's
that
not.
to me, I guarantee they wouldn't expect it ever again.
Fucking buying food and making her go pick it up. And fucking, what the fuck? Get in the goddamn car with me.
Yikes.
He does a bare minimum, and for
Right.
some reason you think that's okay because you don't want to be alone. I get it, girlfriend,
But you're better than that.
you're better than that.
And
are.
that's the lesson.
That's right. Pack it up.
Yep.
To the streets.
There you go.
There we go.
She's Tiffany. What was it again in Spanish?
Regrésate a la calle.
Yes, bitch.
Yeah.
Get out of
Regrésate a la
there.
calle.
Bye.
And on
Go
that
back to the
note,
streets.
Give us 5 stars on iTunes. You know you want to. And we will see you next time. Make sure you're following us.
Yeah, on Instagram.
On Instagram.
So then you
if
guys...
you want to submit your situation ship,
if you want us to tell you to break up,
you know
we'll tell you to break up.
We'll confirm it for you.
You know.
We'll validate your feelings.
Yeah.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.